Chemistry card. Chemistry cards.
Yeah. Are the Matrix? Sham Jeezy. Haratia. When me say U.P.K, U.K. Well, anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long. They in a the war zone, but I no Pakistan. A the place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver you do time, brother pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. We say, but it's a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me killer them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. I same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way I go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead body them. Once upon a time round ya so did nice, full of vibes. Man a play football, choose a side. If I no football, you like one go shoot your dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life over crime. A certain black coffee get scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive. Them youth a ride, them two connive. Man have to sleep at the and shoot a night. And watch your head back, you never know what overtime round. You no safe again. Watch out for the hate of them and the traitor them. And the fake friend dog, the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon says ceasefire, but we nah no faith na them a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again. And Jamaica red, hot like the equator belt, Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no red. With the ghetto youth them, you send the Terminator them, dad. So man have to whole a rem span the ends. Me and my dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead pan the ends. Lucky if you live long, they in a the war zone, but I know Pakistan is a place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver you do time, brother pick one, dad. Man have to bleach, but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them respond. You we dead if you a Christian, devil in strong. Hey, a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me killer them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way I go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance.
Chemistry cards.
This a bad man too, I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit, alright? You're that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, they don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop head. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty boots. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from when he appear, move. He made my they feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet. That's my enemy. Little nigga, this that cold, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup. I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. On your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it'll never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. U.P.K. bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard by. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that One West up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximum. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapid. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it'll never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
You're on mute. Still on mute. Now you're still on mute. But welcome to episode 153 of On the Ends. So this is episode 153, which means what? We've been here doing this for like what? About 3 years? Welcome
So,
to
can you
you.
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear now. Hold on, let me see. There's a music from
carry
here.
on.
Yeah, welcome to episode 153 of On the Ends. We've been doing this for like what? Almost 3 years, man. You can call in. You can call in with your questions. You can type them in. You can get involved with the stories. You can agree. You can disagree. You can do whatever you want, man. So obviously, interact, like, comment, share, subscribe. So okay, you.
Yeah, man. You know it is, man. So, like this is 3 years into this thing. I'd like to give a Fawada. I'm a shout out to everyone in the chat. You know what I mean? To Sharapar, Tazanawa I, Nakapaya, Kamala, Sha'ara, Ariyah, Just Art and Paint. You know, like, share, subscribe, support the team. Also, you can call us on 079 607 46784. 079 607 4784. We got loads of also subscribe to I.S.U.P.K, United Kingdom on TikTok, Periscope, Instagram, every social media we're on there, man. Just like, share, subscribe, and support the thing, man. You know, we've got loads of content coming out. Just make sure you look out for us, man. We've got loads of things. Also, we've got a feast day coming in February as well. 2-day feast of Purim. Also, pay your Passover fund, man.
Right.
Make sure you pay that Passover fund, get your ticket ASAP. You know what I mean? Work them extra slaveries, get the side hustle on. Oh, you heard talk about side hustle. Have you heard about England trying to tax man for side hustles now?
I seen it. I said, damn, that's crazy.
That's mad. So if you got a slavery, but you know, you sell a bit of clothes on eBay or you sell a bit of things on eBay, the UK wants that money as well, man. Also, shout out to Obadiah, man. You know, and big up yourself. Shout out order to a Howard Bar, man. Lord and Christ, man. Make sure you support us, man. The I.S.U.P.K, man. United Kingdom, and all social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Israel, man, let's do this, man. Let's spread this word to the four corners of the earth and get all our brothers in, man. You got cousin, auntie, anyone. Invite them to class at 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW, man. Let's invite everybody in, man. Yeah, like I was saying, sister goes, that's rank. It's true, man. I heard if you got a side hustle, they want a piece of that as well, man. Anything you're making, they want a piece of that, man. So luck, yeah. Can't make nothing nowadays, man, unless the oppressor gets some. And you know what's wicked about the oppressor as well? The oppressor don't really have morals. Like, I used to think like prostitution was wrong, which it is wrong. And I used to think the oppressor thought, prostitution is illegal because it's just wrong. But prostitution is only illegal in England. Why? Because prostitutes don't pay tax, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought the government hates drug dealing because drug dealing is wrong, and it's not. It's because they don't get a piece of it, man. If drug dealing was wrong, then they wouldn't sell cigarettes. But this is the problem, though. They get tax money from cigarettes. You know what I mean? How come prostitution is wrong, but then you can go to Vegas and have sex with a prostitute, man? Because one pays tax and the other one don't, man. You know what I mean? They say dogfighting is wrong, but meanwhile, you can go to a rodeo, or you can go to the horse races, the Royal Ascot slot here, and see animal abuse right there in your face, man. But this is one pays tax, one don't, and that's the problem with this oppressor. Everything's about money, man. And black man, you can't make nothing without him getting a piece, man. It's lucky, man.
And how does this side hustle work? So now, let's say I brought a coat, and the coat's too small. Now, when I brought the coat, I already paid tax. So when you buy everything, the tax is included, the VAT. So I paid tax and VAT on the coat already. So if I sell it on eBay or wherever people sell it, does that mean I'm paying tax again?
That's true.
It makes no sense. I paid tax once, so now I have to pay tax again. So let's say they said if you make over £1,000 a year, do you know how easy it is to make over £1,000 a year selling old stuff you don't use no more?
A year's a long time.
So like you said, a
year's a long time. So exactly. Over a year, you can make $1,000 easy.
So now, if I brought a coat for 1,500 and the coat becomes too small, and I say, you know what? Let me sell it for 1,100 or 1,001p, and someone buys it, I have to pay tax again. It makes no sense. But what's going to happen is they're going to end up putting eBay out of business, because what's going to happen? People are going to end up not selling on these sites. So people are going to stop selling on eBay, Vinted, Depop, wherever. They have to pay tax. So guess what's going to happen? Everyone's going to be selling on Facebook Marketplace, man. That's it. What's going to happen is everyone's just going to... There'll be a loophole. A man will be able to send you a message and say, yo, just take my number and phone me, and you get me, you exchange it without doing it outside of the websites. That's what will happen. So people do it outside of the websites. Every time they try and find one way to do one thing, people find another way to do something else. So it's just like that.
It's a mad thing, man. But as you know, Dungabar is the UK's historian, man. You get me? I want to go into a bit of Shakespeare. If you could, Dungabar, give the people a little synopsis of Shakespeare, man. Where he grew up, what's he known for, and so forth. I'm gonna let you know the video, and then I'm gonna play the video.
Shakespeare was the son of a glove maker. So Shakespeare was the son of a glove maker. If you go to Shakespeare County till this day, they still got his father's room where he used to make gloves. So Shakespeare was the son of a glove maker, and I believe he didn't finish education. So they were surprised, how can this man write so great? They were surprised, how can this man write so great being the son of a glove maker? So till this day, I think they lie and try and say Shakespeare didn't write his plays. But William Shakespeare was a black man. Did you need any more than that, or?
No, that's pretty much the one.
And what's his best play? He also wrote, Shakespeare also wrote Macbeth. Shakespeare would also perform for Queen Elizabeth, the first Queen Elizabeth, who was also a black woman. They would go perform live in the castle because he was a favorite poet and so forth. So Shakespeare was doing quite a lot. I had a book with Shakespeare with a black image in there. I don't even know where it is right now. That's lucky. Go ahead.
So on TikTok, I saw a video about Shakespeare, man, and Shakespeare's more influential than we think. Do you know certain terms and certain terminologies that we use to this day come from Shakespeare, a black man, man? And it's crazy because to this day, the certain terminologies that initially was slang, but now we're in the English dictionary because of black people. So I'm gonna run it real quick and we'll get into it, man.
So many words. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna name like a couple words that we've used and like just bring up that this was what he fucking used. Like he made critical, disheartened, gloomy, lonely. And then some phrases that he said, like knock knock, who's there? Shakespeare made that shit. Good riddance, heart of fucking gold. Why was this nigga cooking like that? What the fuck made you sit here and decide when you write a Midsummer's Night Dream to literally make up these fucking words and eat them up like that?
Ooh, look at that, man. That's how you know Shakespeare was a black man. But you ever heard of Chundanga Bar? You're a Tupac fan, right? You ever hear Tupac say something that makes you go, ooh, how did you come up with that, man?
Every single lyrics. Every lyric.
And imagine this, words and phrases that we use today was made by Shakespeare. Shakespeare made them. Like when people say, oh, you got a heart of gold, man. Before Shakespeare, that didn't exist. Shakespeare was so influential that now we use that term today. Good riddance. You know when someone pisses you off and you don't want to see them no more, like, you know what, good riddance, man. Shakespeare Shakespeare made that, and now that's in English language to this day, English phrases to this day. And I saw that, I said, that has to be a black man. That's how black people. Look at the word cool, Dunga Bar. The word cool is a word that black people use as slang, and now everyone uses the word cool, man. You're cool, you're good, you're cool. Oh, that's cool, that is, man. Look at even McDonald's, black man, they'll take a black man's jingle and make millions out of it, man. McDonald's is what? I'm loving it. Not loving it, I'm loving it. Take away the G. That's how black people talk, man. And they see how cool we are and they're fascinated by it, man. They see how we talk and how we walk and how we flex and they're fascinated by it. And likewise with Shakespeare. Shakespeare's words like lonely, man, made it up, man. Disheartened. Like when you put your heart into something, you love it. But if you're disheartened, you know, you're discouraged by it, man. And now these words are common and normal. And it wasn't common before a black man started using it, man. Before a black man put it on the table, man. And that's how black people are. We're always making up words. They say that we can't speak English properly. They always say that, oh, you can't speak English properly, man. Listen, we made the language, man. We made the language. You can't tell us how to speak English, man. We made the language, man. Don't let us get the books out. Don't let us get the history, man. Ain't no one can bend up the language better than we can, man. Ain't no one makes slang better than we can. The Bible that we read is written in slang. When you read the Bible, it talks about what? Smoke in my nose. Referring to the Lord being angry. That's how black people talk. We make slang up, man. When the Bible goes, the Lord said, these people are a smoke in my nose. He's talking about the Lord being angry. He's referring to how a bull, when a bull gets angry, he breathes out smoke, man. That's how black people talk. Terms like the apple of one's eye. That's how black people talk, man. And Shakespeare was the exact same way. Why? Because they're black, man. When you see rappers rapping, they use certain metaphors and similes and flip it. Sometimes you gotta go, damn, this is hard, man. And that was Shakespeare back then with all them poems he wrote, man. Shakespeare wrote what? Sonnets to call it? Sonnets, wrote songs. People think Shakespeare only wrote plays. No, he never, man. He wrote sonnets too, plays. And it's mad because people take Shakespeare for granted. But you got to keep in mind that Shakespeare was around before there was what? Steven Spielberg, before there was, you know, cameras and so forth. And he made some of the best plays, man. Macbeth. Don't you know about Macbeth?
Yeah, I know about Macbeth.
His storyline of Macbeth is lit, man. Got little twist in there and everything back then in the 1600s, man. And that's how talented black people are, man. And let me tell you something. They said, yo, how can a shoemaker be so talented, man? Listen, how can a man be born in the ghetto, sell out millions of records, man? How can a man be born in the hood and born in the ends, sell out stadiums, man? And sell out the O2 Arena and go on tour and sell? Because that's what we got, man. We're just good with our words, man. So lucky, man.
Here with this you can't really tell because the image is so small, but you can tell if you can see the features. Let me know when you can see. Hold on, let me know when you can see the image. Hold on, do I need to bring it that way?
Yeah, a bit to the left. Tilt it back a bit. It's a bit small still, but yeah, I can see it still.
Get me. Shakespeare was a nigger, man. Get me? How you know this one's Shakespeare? Because why? Shakespeare's family members. They said Shakespeare's family members had that image drawn of him, and his family members commissioned that image drawn of him. So after Shakespeare died, let me see if I can find an image that they drew of Shakespeare after he died. So after Shakespeare died, this became his image right here. after Shakespeare died, this became his image right here. How come his family didn't commission this image? This is the one that became standard for Shakespeare after he died. And if you think this ain't Shakespeare, this is the whole this is the whole book, a documentary of the life of William Shakespeare. So this has this has everything in there. So now the picture that Shakespeare's family commissioned, obviously small, but it's a dark image. And even when you go to Shakespeare County, you can see that they had an image of Shakespeare with black features. The face was black, the head was black, and they said this was the image that his wife had drawn of him. And then over time, the later images which came hundreds of years later that his wife didn't have drawn of him ended up becoming this Edomite, which lets you know, man, Shakespeare was black. So okay, if you want to find out what they look like, you need to find out from their contemporaries. Why? Because if the picture that the family commissioned was of an Edomite, the family would have said, "What the hell? This ain't Shakespeare." So they had to wait until all his contemporaries was dead, and then after the Renaissance period, start painting him as some white man, claiming that Shakespeare's white. Nah, man, listen, man. Shakespeare's black, Beethoven's black, and a beautiful collaboration would be a Shakespeare poem over a Beethoven beat, man. So, I've been waiting for that. You see what it is? Once you imagine a Beethoven beat with Shakespeare over it, man. Listen, that's a great combination right there. But obviously, there wasn't contemporaries. They lived a couple hundred years apart. So lucky.
That's lucky. We got a quick call. That's lucky. Ariana, you got a question?
God on concept.
All right. So yeah, if you could, if you ask your question, and we'll answer it for you on the air.
Khan. Okay. So Officer Dongaba, Shalom, Most High in Christ, sir.
Hey,
I'm at slavery and my head's covered. So.
What's that?
Go on up when you're ready.
Okay, so my question is to Officer Dongaba, and I've got a breakdown of this, but I'm unsure of it, so we'll get to the bottom of it tonight, I'm sure. Most High in Christ. Who wrote the book of Romans?
Who wrote the book of Romans? Paul wrote the book of Romans.
Can you hear him, Aria?
Shalom, Officer Dungaba, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so the question is, it's a two-part question. Who wrote the book of Romans?
Paul wrote the book of Romans because when you read it, the first word starts off with Paul.
I can't hear him, sir.
1 second. 2 seconds.
All right, so let me help you out. So Romans 1 says...
You can hear him, he can't hear you though. 2 seconds.
All right, no sir.
How about now, Aria? Can you hear Dungaba? Say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, slightly. I can just hear you, sir. So who wrote the book of Romans, other one?
Paul wrote the book of Romans.
Khan. Yeah, I'm in full agreement, sir. But can you break down if Paul wrote the book of Romans, can you break down for me and the audience Romans 16 and 22, sir?
Romans 16 and 22. Hold on, bear with me.
You want me to get it for you, sir?
Go ahead. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on.
I'm going to start verse 21, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 21. Timotheus, my work fellow, and Lucius, and Jason, and Soepater, my kinsmen, salute you. Verse 22. Tertius, who wrote this epistle, salute you in the Lord.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Verse 22 is suggesting that Tertius is the author or the epistle that wrote the book of Romans. This is the book of Romans. It's the 16th chapter, verse 22, sir.
Hold on, wait a
Can I
minute.
just get a breakdown of this? Because I've got my own breakdown, but I'm not sure if it's correct. I'm a little unsure of it, sir.
Wait a minute, I've heard this one before. Give me 1 second. There's a certain verse you need. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on, let me scroll up.
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Go ahead. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm
Okay.
trying to find the part. Go ahead.
So I came across this last night, and somebody asked me the question. So my understanding is that the author of the book of Revelation was John the Revelator. But when you've got red writing in the book of Revelation, it's Hamashiach Yahushai, aka Jesus the Christ, speaking.
Go ahead.
So my understanding of this is that the epistle isn't necessarily the person that spoke.
All right, hold on. Let me give it to you. So now, Romans is Paul's book. So you see these men here. These men work on the Paul, if you get what I mean.
And they was recording what he was saying. Is that correct, sir?
I wouldn't say recording what he was saying, but these men work on the Paul. So basically, all of these letters is coming from Paul, but these men may be delivering the epistle, if you get what it means. So if you read,
I think I can hear you, sir. It says, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Tertius, who wrote this epistle being a letter, salute you in the Lord.
No, he didn't write the whole epistle. I'm trying to find the part where you go up to. Bear with me.
Yeah, because the debate was, sir, that if we know that Paul is the author of the book of Romans, or the epistle, he wrote the book of Romans, but here it says that Tertius wrote this epistle, or wrote this book.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to find it here. Bear with me.
Hey, no, so if I could interject for a second.
Go ahead.
So, if you read verse 1 in Romans, it lets you know who wrote the book of Romans, yeah? Let's start off. So, if you read Romans 1 and 1, I'm going to get to your part as well. If you read Romans 1 and 1, it says, Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ, called to be an apostle. So, that's who wrote this. So, when we go to chapter 16, 22, Paul's bigging up all the men that are working with him. Then he goes, Tertius, who wrote this epistle. Now, Tertius is a man that works for Paul. Paul, in the Bible today, we have a rank. Paul being the rank he is, he's not going to write this letter himself. It's his direction, but it's not Paul writing it himself. That's what it means by Tertius, who wrote this epistle. He had something called a scribe, and a scribe would write something for you. Now, if you look up Tertius online, let me see what it shows you. If you can see it online. If you look up Tertius online, this is what it reads. Well, I'll share the screen so you can see it. And it goes, Tertius in the Bible, amanuensis of Paul.
Understudy,
luckily, amanuensis is an understudy. So when it goes, so Paul saying, yo, big up to all the men in the truth, man, you know what I mean? Big up to so-and-so who helped me, so-and-so who helped me, and even big up to so-and-so who's writing this down right now. That's what it means. Not that he wrote the epistle, but he's writing it. He's like, I'm having class right now, and I go, you know what? Fawada for Dungabar for coming in, Fawada for Arya for reading for me, Fawada for so-and-so. That's what Paul's doing. So Amnis is an understudy. So it says, Tertius, the Amnis of Paul, who wrote at his dictation the epistle of Romans, in the midst of Paul's greetings to the Christians in Rome. So that's what it means by Titus, who wrote this. Not that he wrote it himself and his direction, but he physically wrote it, but Paul is telling him what to say, what to speak. Does that make sense?
Can't say. That was my exact breakdown.
No sweat. And
it's a Christian in my family that I'm debating this with.
No problem. And if you want the information that's shared on the screen, I can get that for you as well. That's common history. I didn't mangle anything. That was regular history, letting you know who Titus is. Even the Christians know that Paul wrote that. and that Titus was an understudy of him. And at the end of the book, it's right at the end of the chapter. You know how black people talk. When we wrap something up, we big up everybody. So you know I'm going now. You know what I mean? I'm gone. But big up to my reader. Big up to my writer. Shalom. That's what Paul's doing here. Okay.
So the part I wanted is when you read to 20, Paul finishes at 20, then the other brother takes over, just saluting everyone out. So you'll read to 20. Hold on, let me go to 20. So at 20, Paul says, and the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet, surely. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Amen. And then it goes into Timothy afterwards.
That's right.
So Paul finishes his writing at 20. You get it? But if you read...
Last night, my cousin, who's a Christian, tried to tell me that Paul didn't write the book of Romans. Tertius wrote it. Then he rang about 4 of the Christians to break down this scripture, and they're all backing him, and it was a Christian gang against me. I tried to break it down the same way, but they weren't having it, sir.
All right, so tell them, Paul finished his writing at verse 20. So when you stop at verse 20, it says amen. Then when you go, hold on, let me just pull up the app again. So it ends with amen. Then at 21, it says Timotheus, my work fellow, and Lucius and Jason, and it gives all the name, my kinsmen salute you. Then it says, I, Tertius, who write this epistle, salute you in the Lord. So this was what Tertius wrote, this part here.
Can't, sir. Yeah, he just recorded what Paul's telling him to record. That's how I broke it down, but they weren't having it, sir. They was adamant that Tertius was the recorder and the writer and the author of the book of Romans.
But with that, what you should have said to them is, I mean, what's their problem? Who cares who writes it? If the Christians, do they believe it or do they not believe it?
That's right.
Like, whether Paul wrote it or Paul didn't write it, what difference does it make?
Can't. No, their argument, these Christians, their argument is that Tertius, Paul had nothing to do with the book of Romans. Their argument is the whole of the book of Romans came from Tertius.
So what about Romans 1 and 1? Where it started? Whereas when a man writes a letter, you see when you write a letter, you put your name at the beginning. And a epistle is a letter, and Paul put his name at the beginning. Paul said, Paul, a servant. So Paul put his name at the beginning of the letter.
Can't.
Okay. Yeah, just tell him. Just ask them what. Just tell him what difference does it make.
No, but it's not. It wasn't. That wasn't the point, sir. About the difference. It was just they were straight up not having it. That Paul. The book of Romans was inspired by Paul. They were saying it was inspired by Tertius. And I was trying to tell them it's not. It was inspired by Paul through the Most High God. And they was disagreeing with that.
Well, tell them whether Paul wrote it or Tertius wrote it, Romans says they need to get in the I.S.U.P.K. So lucky. Tell them whether Tertius or Paul wrote it says they need to get in the I.S.U.P.K.
Just another fake Christian doctrine, sir.
There you go.
No, sort out, man. But anything else to bring out? Ariella?
Salakia, what's that, sir?
Is there anything else you wanted to bring out?
No, sir. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't debating these Christians in vain. The breakdown I gave them was accurate.
Yeah, man. Accurate, man. I watch that. You know, it's a low whites in here. We'll bring them here. If not, well, you just do your thing here and just defend the truth. You know,
can't, sir. The water, sir.
All right, no sweat out, man. Have a good one here. YAHANNA SHALAM.
Shalom, sir. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatam.
Water. Boy, it's like a dog boy. You know when you get them questions and get your head in the wild. You're like, oh man.
Because I remember that one there. Someone asked, I believe, General Hyman one time.
You know what I mean? It's been a mission, man. But yeah, man. But like what I was saying, going back into Black history in the UK, man. Shakespeare also. So not Shakespeare, King James also. So you have a lot of black people that want to get away from white history, and they believe the Bible is a white man's book, and they want to get away from it. So what they do is they run into other religions like Islam or Africanism, and it's a shame because they're ignorant. They don't know that the Bible is black history. So I listened to what's that brother's name, Dick Gregory, and this is what he said about King James. I was like, I'm listening to the brother like, see, you're so just ignorant, man. And people look up to brothers like this and think that they got the truth and think that they're so wise, and they just don't know. And what he was bringing up was false, man. Hear this.
Know that King James was king of England. She just thought God sent him here to write this. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange homosexual. He hated women so bad he killed his mother, and his lover was Buckingham Palace. Who Buckingham? His name was his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace is named after. Oh, come on, y'all. So where do you go? Where do it go? You know. And so one.
And look at that. So you follow this man and think, wow, look at that man. He's bringing out some facts. King James was a homosexual that killed his mom and blah blah blah. But think about, please, man, enlighten them, man. Is that even true?
King James didn't kill his mom.
The King James even know his mom till he was about a teenager.
Exactly.
Come on,
and
man.
King James was in Scotland, and his mother was in England, and she got beheaded at the Tower of London, not by King James, by her cousin Queen Elizabeth. Over what? Some Catholic Christian war. Dick Gregory, what you need to do is get rid of the gay name and just go on Google. Get rid of the gay name and go on Google, and it will let you know that she got beheaded after being in prison for like 20-something years by her cousin Queen Elizabeth. Why? Because she was a threat to the Protestant rulership, because she was Catholic, and all the Catholics wanted Mary, Queen of Scots, on the throne, and the Protestants couldn't have it. So then they didn't know what to do with her. So one of the what do they call them? The Privy Council of Queen Elizabeth said, you know what? We need to get rid of Mary, Queen of Scots, because why? The Catholics are gonna revolt. And then they said that Mary was writing letters telling people to overthrow the Queen. And then that was considered what? Treason. And then she got beheaded. That's how she died. Had nothing to do with King James. King James didn't even know his mum. You know why? Because she got banned from Scotland and they stripped her of the title. Why? Because they believe she played a part in Henry Stuart, who was his father, getting killed by something. What's his name? Something Bothwell. Lord Bothwell or whatever his name was. They believe that she played a part in in King James' father getting killed. So the Scottish men did what? Stripped her of being queen, and then they gave it to her son, King James, when he was about, 36 years old. And then she fled, and she got caught and ended up in England, and they imprisoned her in the Tower of London. So don't let this man lie to you. He's all he could have done is went on history, Google. Google would have told him this. It's not even that hard to find. So lucky.
And King James was not a sexual deviant, man. He wasn't a homosexual, man. Do you know all these rumors about King James being homosexual came out years after he died? Okay, how much children King James have? About 12. How much children King James have? About 12 or something like that? 7.
Yeah, it might have been about 7. I think I can't remember.
7 kids, man. Any man with 7 kids, any man with 7 kids love women, man. So lucky. Yeah. You might see a funny man with 1, 2 kids, but yo, any man with 7 loves women, man.
So lucky, listen, King James loved women so much that on his way back from marrying a wife, Anne of Denmark, man, he nearly got shipwrecked. That's how much he loved women, man. He almost got shipwrecked for women, man. Don't let no one lie to you and tell you King James didn't love women.
What's that book, Dango Boy? What's that book that King James wrote? And he told his son not to dress like a woman. And he said, don't even...
It might have been demonology.
One of his memoirs, he told his son not to even smile like a woman, man. He said, don't even put on woman's perfume, man. How is this man a sexual deviant? How is he a homosexual, man? All these allegations and accusations of him being homosexual came after when he was dead, man, by a man that hated him as well. Came out by a man that hated him. They said that there was a secret passage from one man's room to King James's room. Oh, this proves you're a homosexual. Listen, the passage is true. That passage doesn't exist, man. But what they don't tell you that man was his bodyguard, man.
Right.
Now, wouldn't your bodyguard need access to your room in case of an emergency? It had nothing to do with sexual deviancy, man. The Bible said what? It said 100 valiant men sit at Solomon's bed, man. Was King Solomon gay? No, man. A bodyguard's job is to make sure you sleep well, man. Is to make sure that you're unharmed, man. That's his job. In fact, let me get that real quick, man. Let me get the rest of King Solomon. Let me get that real quick. What you eating around there, Dunga Bar chips?
Yes, I got some shit. Lucky.
Man, that's a guffy, yeah, man. Solomon 3 and 7. It says, "Behold, his bed, which is Solomon's, 80 valiant men are about it." And 80 is what, 60? A score is 20, man. 80 is 60. 60 valiant men are around his bed. Now, if you're gay, you read that and think, whoa, I wonder what's going on around his bed, man. But if you can read the Bible for what it's saying, it didn't say 60, feminine men. It didn't say 60 chichi men are around his bed. It says 60 valiant men. Why would you want a valiant man around your bed? To protect you, man. That's what they do. Just like what you're getting 10 down the street, just like what you see in the White House. People have protection, man. And that's what it was, man. You don't listen to these lies, man. UPK, we got all the books about King James, books that he wrote himself, man. And he would tell you that, listen, he loved women, man. Salakia.
Right. And there was no gay allegations in his lifetime. None. What happened is this came from what's that man's name now? He was a Catholic. I forget his name. He was a Catholic, and obviously he hated the King James. His name was something, I can't remember his name, but he hated King James, and he started spreading rumors. King James was gay, and then those rumors stuck, and then every Muslim and everybody that hates the Bible, now they use this to say that King James was gay. And these allegations came out years after King James died, man, which lets you know they hold no weight. It's a Catholic lie. It's lucky. And the thing is, this Catholics have no problems with gays, man. What's their issue, man? I don't get it. If Catholics have no problems with gays, what's your issue? But King James wasn't gay, man. I think the name Dick Gregory is gay, though. That's what is gay.
That's mad. Moving on.
His real name? That can't be his real name.
Nah, Dick's a short for Richard, isn't it?
Oh, is that? He needs to change it, man. Tell him to change it to Rich or something.
Dick somehow means Richard.
I don't know how it means that.
I don't know. And what's Jack's James somehow? There's some names in the English dictionary that it means something else. It don't make sense. I think Jack is short for like James or something like that.
Listen, Dick's always meant one thing. So lucky.
Bill short for William somehow.
I don't know how they come to that conclusion.
Mad too. So listen, man, Dunga Bar. Listen, if you didn't know Islam was funny, listen. I heard something about Islam one day. Listen, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Then I must have played it for you, man. I couldn't believe it, man. And I can't believe black people are joining this religion. I can't believe black people go to the mosque on Friday. This is the garbage that these men believe in, man.
Actually live under there. When I mean under there, I mean like genuinely down there. And I've seen too many Muslims make this rookie mistake. Whenever they finish making the tea, or whether it's food and there's boiled water and they want to drain it into the sink, they just dash it like it's nothing. And what people fail to understand is the same way with us humans, whenever we get burnt, whenever there's something that hurts us, we feel the pain. Well, similarly to the jinns, they also feel the pain. Growing up, my mother used to always tell me, whenever I'm putting hot water down the drain, put on the tap and pull it fully cold so that it kind of evens out the heat of the water. I never used to understand it, but then one day I saw a video. It was about a grand mufti in Mecca who actually does ruqya, and he done ruqya on a patient who was afflicted by jinn. And when he asked the jinn, why did you enter his body? The jinn responded by saying, because this person, i.e., I don't know if it was a male or female, this person put this hot water down the drain and actually killed my children. So the jinn basically took revenge on this person who put the boiling water down the drain. And the form of taking revenge is by actually possessing that person. But then the man who's doing ruqya actually informed the jinn and said, you do realize that Muslims can't actually see jinns? And the jinn responded by saying, all he had to do, or all she had to do, say Bismillah, and the baby jinn would have left. And that alone signifies how important and powerful Bismillah actually is. Well, make sure, guys, whenever you're going to be pouring boiling water down the drain, number one, you say Bismillah. And also number two...
Wow. Listen. According to Islam, yeah, there's doppies, yeah? There's doppies in your sink, man. And when you pour hot water down the drain, you get burning the duppy. And he's saying a man did an exorcist in a man's yard and said, "Yo, why are you haunting the man? Because this man poured kettle water down the drain and burnt up my pitney." Listen, Dungle Bob, come on, man. We can't, as black people, we can't be believing this, man. This is nonsense. I thought it was a joke. So we're in the comments and people's like, "Oh my God, thank you, thank you." One woman even goes, "Please, so what do we do when we're having a shower? What should we do?" And this man was giving them advice, saying, "Well, shower water don't really burn you. It's nice warm water, but it don't really burn you. You won't really harm a demon." I couldn't believe it, Dungle Bob. I couldn't. I thought I knew everything about Islam. I thought I knew. These men believe that there's ghosts in the fucking sinks. Excuse my French, man. Imagine that you're a black man, grew up with drugs in your neighborhoods, shots are ringing off, single parent homes, and you go to a mosque and learn about ghosts in the sink. Listen, man, the only thing in your sink is lime scale, man. So what if you got a black sink then, and you put the sink blocker in there? Are you gonna poison the demon also? That is ridiculous, man. It's a drain. It's drain. So fucking so. Oh, I suck it. So go on, about please, man. It's killing me.
Listen,
So
man.
yeah. Some Super Mario shit, man. The only man that lives in the drain pipe is Super Mario and Luigi, man. There's no ghosts in there, man. What are you gonna tell me next that Super Mario's in there? Luigi, Princess Peach and Luigi's in the drain pipe. Suck it, man. I can't. So like it's killing me.
That right there is backwards, man. I feel sorry for them jinns, man. Listen, I feel sorry for them jinns when I pour the hot oil down there, man, without my rib knowing, man. You know, you pour the oil down the sink. Them jinns is gonna get high cholesterol from the oil, man. I'm telling you. Them jinns might want to move out of my sink, man. If you want to live, yeah, jinn that wants to live, you move out of my sink. I feel sorry for you when I put the Mr. Muscle down there, man. I feel sorry for them jinns. Like, you have to be so dumb to believe that a jinn lives down there, and the jinn lives down there and does what for the whole day? Just sits in the pipe. Like, it makes no sense. Like, if you actually believe this, you're stupid. Listen, man. This is what they say. You can't. What did they say? You can't see the jinns.
You can't see the jinn, but he feels the hot water like how we feel the hot water. Boy.
Listen, man. So and their thing is you put cold water down first, right?
He's saying, yeah, mix it with cold water, then put it in there. Ridiculous, man.
In the jinns meant to be evil, though.
Or you say these magic words. You say these magic words, and before you do it, and that will take it all away. Come on, black man.
So you say Bismillah and the jinn leaves.
You can't, apparently, allegedly.
It's that simple.
No. You say that, and then you don't burn them. I don't think.
Listen, man. Islam is garbage, man. I don't know how people follow it. Listen, it's a religion which is foolishness, man. It's a religion which was set up by a false prophet, and all of these customs make zero sense, man. Jinns do not live in sinks. If you need help, you can put hot water down the sink if you like, man. It's your sink. The jinn don't pay no rent. You put hot water down that sink, man. So lucky.
That you saying is true, man. Can you imagine that black people got so much problems? Be worried about jinns that live in the sink, man. When guess what? Jinns live in you, man. That cigarette addiction that you can't kick, that's a jinn in you, man.
Right.
The weed addiction that you can't get rid of, that jinn's in you. You like to steal, lie, murder. You got any addictions, that's a jinn in you, man. And you're worried about this jinn in the sink, man. It's lucky, Dungle Bar. I was a youth, man. Listen, the jinns in my mum's house. Fucking hell. Dungle Bar, without my mum knowing, they got cocoa pops and rice, man. You know when you push it down the drain, you get your fingers and you're gonna push it in there. They got all that, man. They got the rice in there. We used to push everything in the sink, man. Them jinns must be obese. We used to pour cereal in there with the milk and just push the Rice Krispies down there, man.
Them jinns ate well, man. I'm telling you.
Trust me. Everything went down there. It's ridiculous, man. It's all distraction. Imagine that as black people being on the bottom, man. We got a lot of fixing to do. That's why the UPK is the only place that I can see fit for black people, man. We got a lot of fixing to do. You go to the Christian church and instead of fixing yourself, you bang a tambourine, man. Then you go to the Muslim mosque and instead of fixing yourself, you're talking about ghosts under the sink, man. This is why we need the I.S.U.P.K. The I.S.U.P.K. Listen, imagine that you're smoking weed, but you're pouring cold water in the drain. Right, like you're a whore, you know, but you're pouring cold water down the drain. Nah, man. Listen, it ain't nothing under the bed that you should be scared of. There's nothing in the wardrobe that you should be scared of. There's nothing in the sink that you should be scared of. What you need to be scared of is the weed, man. The drugs, man. You know what I mean? The oppressor trying to turn your daughters into whores, trying to turn your sons into homosexuals, and sexual deviance. That's what you need to watch out for, man.
Right.
The Bible says what nations are vain. Vain means what? Worthless, nothing. And that's what they are, man. They're vain, man. Talking about ghosts in the damn sink, man. Ridiculous, man. Crazy out there, man. Let's see what else I got. So this is another woman as well. This is a woman that got locked up by the police for no reason. For no apparent reason, was minding their business. She was an athlete, but she don't smoke. And the police were saying, "Oh, we smell weed smoke on you." Locked her and her husband up. But she happened to win the case and got the police fired. So this is where she's at right now.
I'm always just looking. I'm always like on edge because who knows what they're going to do. It's clear to a lot of people that it's racism. It shouldn't have taken 3 years to get to this result. But I'm happy that this is the result, and this is, like I said, a huge step in the right direction for people who continue to get stopped by the police and have that same old excuse about smelling of cannabis when nothing's been found. 5, 6 officers to come out of the car with their batons ready and their glass cutter in their hand, ready to smash the window. That was frightening. I don't like talking about it when people want to bring it up. I just kind of like just change subject because it fills me with so much emotion, even now. Sorry. Even just driving the car, like whenever I see a police car, I'm always just looking. I'm always like on edge because who knows what they're going to do? Who knows if they're going to follow me now?
And that's a shame. While you're a policeman bothering black people, you know what I mean, just to get a rush and bothering black people just because you hate us. Look what you're doing to us, man. The sister got PTSD, man. The sister, every time she's a police car now, she's scared, nervous. And why? Because she was black. She was minding her business, not bothering nobody, man, making an honest living. You know, she was athletic, man, weren't bothering no one. And now look at her, man, damaged, man, because some devils that want to stop her car and flex their muscle and show their authority. And now she'll probably never be the same again. She probably from now on will have to get help. Probably have to get professional help, man. And this is what these devils did to her, man. Luck, yeah.
And with this, like, this had to happen to what the world would call a good black person to show that, listen, man, whether you're a good black person or bad black person, the police are going to harass you. Like, this had to happen to her so she can come out on the TV and everyone can see what black people go through. Because she's so distraught and upset. Why? Because she always thought, I'm black and I'm doing the right thing. And it shows even if you do the right thing, the oppressor is the devil and is still going to harass you, man. That's why she's so distraught, because she knows she's doing the right thing. She knows she deserves to be treated equal. She knows she's born in England and she goes from A to B and she don't smoke weed and she's an athlete and she's done everything right. And the police still swooped on her and harassed her, man. Now, before this, certain black people that worked and was just getting through life, they thought this only happens to the bad black people.
That's
which
right.
lets you know, these oppressors look at all of us the same, man. And look how traumatized she is. Because why? She's not used to this happening, man. And this happened to her. Like, usually, sometimes things happen to people and you think, that won't happen to me. That happened to them because they live that kind of way. And it shows, even if you do live the right way, in what they in British society, like they would say, the oppressor is still gonna harass you, man, and he's gonna lie and say that he smells weed. If there's no camp, can you imagine how much black men are in jail for drugs that they didn't really have on them, man?
That's right.
Do you know the police used to plant things on people, to throw it in the back of your car and say, "What's this?" And then you being a black man in front of the judge, saying, "The police put the drugs in my car." The police are going to say, no, the police ain't going to side with you. The police, the judge is going to believe that police, and then you have to fly over the judge's desk like that man in the... Do you see the video? You didn't see it?
Nah.
You didn't see the video where she sentenced the man in court and he flew over the desk?
Nah, we're in the UK.
I think it was in America somewhere. Listen, like he was airborne for ages. He started attacking the judge. You didn't see it? Yeah,
So, man.
I've never seen a man jump so far. Listen, he should have been in the athletics. I'm telling you, the way how he was airborne for ages, it's like he dived. He dived over
Yeah,
the counter. I wish I knew where to find it.
in Vegas. I mean, Vegas.
I don't even know, but the way he flew over the counter, that's Superman right there. You're believing Superman. Listen, that black man was the real Superman right there, man.
Is it him?
The way he flew over that desk.
Why is it so long?
Is that your number one?
I'm not sure if that don't look like the courtroom. I'm not sure.
Mr. Redden, is there anything you want to say on your own?
Yeah, that looks like the devil. Yeah, sir.
So it flies over the desk.
That's the real Superman right there.
Go back.
Oh, he got her as well. Ooh.
Exactly.
Ooh.
This is what I'm saying, man. The way he flew. That's Superman right there, man.
Man, got her as well, man. And what you saying is heavy because these men got justice. Why? Because they're famous and they got money and had it on camera. So what about all the black people that don't have money? That didn't have it on camera? That means there's black men in cells right now that did nothing, man. That means that our community is probably filled with people with PTSD just like you. Who left with trauma just like you, but no one cares about them because they're poor. No one knows about them because they're poor and they're under the radar. And that's the reason people say, oh, black men don't raise their kids and black men are this and black women are this and black people can never get it together. How do you know that we're not a nation which full of traumatic experiences, man? Because your racist police force pull us over and say that they smell weed, but no one knows about it because we ain't famous, man. You mean tell me that this was the first time these policemen pulled over black people and accused them of weed, even though they weren't smoking weed? No, hell no. They've been doing this, man. What they've been doing, but the problem is this: they've been getting away with it, man. And poor areas like Brixton, poor areas like Peckham and in London and Toxteth in Liverpool and Handsworth is full of people that's full of these traumatic experiences, man. They got to live with it, man. That's terrible, man. And that's why black men win the kingdom. The day's coming when we're gonna police our own neighborhoods, man. We're gonna be policing these devils, man. So luck ya.
And that right there is such a racist thing to say. We smell weed. Like when they see black people, that's the first thing they think of. We smell weed. Just understand whenever there's a weed smell at your slavery, just understand they think it's you, man. Understand they think it's you. Though they've never seen you smoke, though they've never seen you do that, just know that they think it's you. And that's the racist stereotypes that they attach to us. All black people do is smoke weed. Listen, I've had someone say to me, "What? You don't smoke? You're not a real Jamaican." I didn't know. I didn't know being a Jamaican was decided on whether you smoke or don't smoke. I didn't know this. So yeah, it was like, yeah, what? You don't smoke? You ain't a real Jamaican. Which they stereotype us and make all of these comments. What? You ain't no real Jamaican. And that right there is racism. And what the police done is racism. Oh yeah, we're detaining you for a search because we smell weed, which shows that the police are liars because neither of them smoked weed. Her and the man didn't smoke weed, and it took 3 years for them to sort out how much money did she win?
No, she got him sacked.
That's what she needs money, man. They need to give her some money or something. Even though it don't make a difference, they need to sack them and they need to give her a ton of money, man. That's what she should request. Wait, these are the same police officers where people done petitions for, right?
Yeah, people done petitions for them so they don't lose their job.
See? And I guarantee you half the people that done these petitions is some of the Edomites that you work with.
That's right.
Some of the Edomites that you work with who swear blind they're not racist. They that same wage that they got paid from the job standing next to you, they donated some of that to these police officers, man. So okay.
Absolutely. And I could imagine you see him. Imagine you come before in front of my camp and say, not all white people are racist. The ones I work with, they're cool. Little do you know, the ones you work with donated to help a policeman that lied on black people, man. Little do you know that, man. Little do you know the white people that you love so much, you're defending, are voting for Tommy Robinson, man. Someone's voting for him. You know what I mean? So it's one of them was long about, man. Oh, listen, you see them black girls that went to Bali and got locked up?
Nah, what for?
I mean, one's American, one's British. I think they're a lesbian couple. They must have been, trying to pay for something. But you know, black people talk kind of rough. I got locked, man. They weren't doing nothing wrong. I feel I got it here 1 second.
Trust me, getting locked up abroad.
Women are facing years in a Bali jail after they had a row with staff in a salon. The women are, however, claiming they were held hostage when they tried to go to a cash machine to fetch money to pay. The manager of the nail studio, however, is saying that the two women refused to pay. The duo were arrested when they tried to leave Bali and board a plane for Thailand.
Wait, let me show you the video of them trying to pay.
To give you the money. Relax yourself. Understand. I know it's acting fucking ass. Let me tell you something. Look, let me tell you something. I tried to be reasonable. Y'all, I asked you several times. Let me outside. And now it's time to get money. You don't know what I'm going outside for. Why were you trying to hold me hostage? No, what did you do? Did I get any service? So hit me
So you saw it saying, listen, so I'm trying to give you your money, man. Relax yourself. And these women got locked up over a language barrier, man. The woman goes, she was trying to just go to the cash point and was held hostage in the shop, man, and got locked up for it. And that's what it is, man. When you're black, being black, let me tell you how hard it is to black. Being black, yeah, you gotta be somebody else. You gotta be like a cat, yeah. But to maneuver in life, you gotta be like a dog. You have to be something else. You have to be different from what you are. From you was born, you got to say to yourself, like, for instance, if you're a black man and you work in an office, you got to tone down your volume. You can't be black, else you're too aggressive, you're too loud. You're a black man, to go to church, to be godly, you got to tone it down. You can't come with a beard. You can't be too rough. You can't speak too loud. You can't be as you are. Everyone else can be as they are. White people are free to be white. Chinese are free to be Chinese. But a black man, you got to be a certain way. Else, if you're not, you're aggressive. If you don't, you're aggressive. You're a black woman and you talk a bit too loud. Oh, God, I thought she was going to attack me. Had to hit him because he got too loud. Meanwhile, white people are allowed to be loud. You see them at the football matches, man. And no one don't taser them. I say, oh, I'm scared of my life. Everyone goes, nah, he's a white guy. He's a white lad. He's having a bit of fun, that's all. You see him in the pub, chanting and making up noises and screaming and, singing the national anthem. And people go, oh, it's some white lads having fun. Leave him alone. Let that be a black man, man. You'd be shot dead, man. And say, well, what was I supposed to think? That was very aggressive. A black woman's, what you see white people in the stores complaining to customer service, and they have the right to be angry. But let a black man do, oh, God, he's going in jail, man. He's going in jail, man. The Chinese people said there was a threat for their life. And you're going to get locked up in a foreign country, man. Even though you pay, you're going to get locked up. Why? Because black man's not allowed to be black, man. So like what I said, I'm so sick of the story with black women fighting with Chinese people over some stupid nails, come out of their shops. And it's true, man. Had we had our own shop, this could happen. Mm-hmm. In this case, it was in Bali, so they had no choice. There are, people from Bali, but it's true, man. Start fighting with them, man. We have our own. We can be normal around ourselves. You can talk loud, and a black man will see. You see nothing of it. We all talk loud, or like, oh, that's normal. But these people here, man, damn, so lucky, man.
Well, it is. These stories happen all the time. Like, you're in Bali, straight away, you're in another country, so you need to know how to conduct yourself, man. Not all police officers is going to be how it is over here. Different places, there's different rules and different laws. You're in a foreign country, you need to learn how to conduct yourself, man. Now, the people in Bali are in the wrong. They're treating you like garbage, but you put yourself in that position. What are you even doing in Bali anyway, man?
That's right.
What are you even doing in Bali anyway? I realized, I think some women just like being beaten up in the nail shop. I mean, I can't protest no more. I've tried, but the more I protest, the more they go back to the nail shops. I think they just like being beaten up in the nail shop. Like, listen, man, how much times have black women been told, stay out there nail shops, stay out there nail shops? Now you go to Bali to go to their nail shops. And you're in a foreign country, this is what you do. Before you get your nails done, you ask them, do you take cash? Common sense. Before you get your nails done, listen, you could have avoided this. Before you get your... Listen, you see what it is? You have to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Now, am I blaming the sisters? No. But these other nations be stupid as could be, so sometimes you have to think for them. Sometimes you have to think, you know what? I'm going to minimize all problems today. So this is sometimes you have to say, you know what? I'm going to minimize all problems for myself today. You know, sometimes when you know when you're driving and how you have to look out for the other drivers.
Yeah, can't.
You have to do that with life. I realized you have to minimize all problems because other people cause you problems, which it's just long. First of all, you're in a foreign country, so you go there, and the first thing you say is, "Do you take cash?" I do that with every shop. You see, even if I go to food shops, do you take card? That's the first thing I ask. Do you take card? And then they'll say, no, we don't take card. And you say, okay, I'm going to the cash point and I'm going to come back. But you've got your nails done and they're racist and they think black people kill, steal, and rob. And then you trying to leave the shop and there's this language barrier. They're thinking you're trying to rob them. And you're saying, yo, I'm just going to get the money. So while it is, as black people, you have to think for these other idiots. These sisters should think for these stupid people from Bali and say, you know what, let me minimize the problem. I'm going to go get the money and then I'll come back and get my nails done after. And then that way, that would have avoided going to the police station and whatnot. People say the Bible's out of date, but the Bible says, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man.
That's right.
And that's what you have to do. You have to be wise as a serpent, but harmless at the same time. So, you know, all right, I'm in a foreign country. I don't want things to go left. So I'm going to go get the money and I'm going to come back. Is that okay? Because even over here, most shops won't let you leave the shop without you leaving some kind of deposit. Listen, man. One time I went to the petrol station and I forgot my card. The man was like, "Yo, leave. You told me I have to leave my phone." I was like, I ain't leaving my phone. I said, I'll leave my coat, but I'm not leaving my phone. So I had to leave my coat, go get the money, and come back. And even down here, they do those things because obviously people are so used to being scammed and so forth. But that could have been avoided. You didn't have to get arrested, man. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Think for the stupid women of Bali because they're looking at you like you're a criminal. So what you need to do is minimize. What you need to do is minimize all the chances of them even being able to call the police on your Salakia.
And what you know the problem is too. This has got the mark of the beast, man. Salakia. Imagine this. Christianity got them thinking that they're equal. How they to UPK, we know the weapons them. We know all nations hate us, man. So we walk on the road circumspect, like right, I'm get the cash because he's gonna think I'm gonna rob him. You know what I mean? Let me not trust him. Let me keep him at arm's length. But when you get the mark of the beast and you believe in this fairy tale that God loves all people and we're all equal, you think you can do what white people do? You think, yeah, I got the money in my bank. Let me just nip out to the cash point real quick and come back, man. This ain't black people can't do that, man. White people can. You got it messed up, man. We have the mark of the beast, and the mark of the beast works for white people. They're allowed to go where they want. They're allowed to raise their voice. They're allowed to be angry, but we can't, man. We're not allowed. But thanks to Christianity, we think that this whole equality thing, it don't exist for black people, man. It don't exist for us, and they just living their life, probably in a Christian church, thinking, yeah, I'm equal, man. Listen, man. As a black man, there's things that other nations do that we can't do, man. And they should have known. They should know. Listen, I'm in a foreign country. I'm black, number one. Black people like to forget we're black. We believe that racism was a thing in the past, and that's so old. Everyone's equal. I know we're not, man. That's why black people are still getting stopped by the police and no one else is. Just walking around all free-minded, and that don't work, man. Even your children, you got children, let your children know, listen, you are black, man. I let my kids know all the time. I let them know, man. So listen, you can't do that, you're black. Listen, be careful, remember you're black, Listen, don't be going around there, remember you're the black one. I mean, for my dad, my dad did the same thing, man. Growing up, my dad would say, listen, I grew up in the Asian area. And my dad would go, be careful, remember, you're the black one, And that's what it was for. And that's what the sisters need, man. And if you tell them, color don't matter, listen, color mattered that day. Color matters, and that's what they need to know. And listen, sometimes you can't do what other nations do, man. You make sure you have that cash and ready, because you can't get away with what other nations get away with, man. So luck, yeah.
Listen, where is the black nail shops? We're gonna have to start putting them adverts for black nail shops, man. So sisters know to go there because these Chinese been aggressive towards us for too long, man. These Chinese and Japanese been aggressive towards us for too long, man. And you want me to cry for Japan because they had a water earthquake? Listen, man, that's not my problem, man. I'll cry for these sisters sitting in a Bali jail, man. That's what I cry for. I cry for them sitting in a Bali jail over and I'm sure when you go to countries like that, nails is cheap, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to follow a country, so I'm guessing. Guess so.
That's it, man. How about you get your nails done before you go to Bali, man? You go in there to get. Listen, I've never understood how people go to these third world countries and these Thailand and Bali and all these places and go get cosmetics and stuff done. Listen, man, don't even do that, man. Just go find a black shop. This is what you do. You find a black shop, man, and go get your nails done, or just do it yourself. Listen, what's wrong with just putting some nail polish on? I'm gonna have to ask women why can't you just put nail polish on? What difference does it make? What difference does it make? So okay. What difference does it make? I'm trying to think. I swear them nails are like £70, you know.
It's mad because when you go to these nail shops, there's men doing the nails. So surely, if Chinese men can do the nails, black woman, come on, man, can nail acrylics and that really cost that much? Or you stock up on it, you know what I mean? Get all the varnishes, different colors. I'm pretty sure we can do it, man. We gotta start doing it ourselves. Start giving them the money, man. So luck, yeah. And black women should start doing nails here and having card machine in there as well, man. Something that the Chinese people don't do. You can take all their customers, man. So luck, yeah. You hear me?
Harbaugh said, "Why buy Gucci when you can just wear Primark?" While it is the Gucci less, so lucky. But the nail, I'm sure. Wait, how long do the nails take to grow out? I'm sure they grow out. How long did it take to grow out? I need one of the sisters to let me know. How long do the nails take to grow out? And what the hell is an infill?
Don't go why you got the sisters pissed, boy. Everyone's coming with these nail arguments.
Listen, the nails is it's like £70 something, you know.
What? No, it used to be £20, man.
Is it?
How do I know?
And
pay for those nails. £20 right now, though.
Wait, how much are they? Ain't it like £30, £40?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Listen, man, all them super long. Have you seen all them super long sharp ones and stuff?
Yeah, like pointing now or pointed now and stuff. And some girls even have like some gems in that are stuck to them and stuff.
All of that stuff. The thing is, all of that is nice, but yo, when we want dumpling and stuff made, man, we don't want no nails in the dumpling and all of those kind of things, man. Them nails is gonna break off in the dumpling. Gonna see nails in the soup. Listen, man, I don't know. All them super long ones, I don't know. No, there's nothing wrong with a bit of good old nail polish. You know, the nail polish. There's nothing good with a good old nail polish. And then when you want to take it off, the nail polish remover costs you £5. Costs you £5. So lucky.
So lucky, sister. Double bars is old school. All right. There's no law against long nails. Quite frankly, I think it was beautiful. I think it was beautiful. Double bars is old school. You know what I mean? God bless him. You know what I mean? Old school. Hey, double bar. It's old school. You don't want to see no nails in his dumpling though.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean? But yeah, look at this. So this man here was doing an interview with some Muslims, in it, and they're saying like saying loads of Muslim girls here, and this is what they say.
I want a guy with deen but a hint of road, right? You guys have heard that, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's
so what's this one today?
Wallah, it's a crazy thing, yeah.
I actually thought that I knew the youth very well.
Look at that, man. Deen is like the commitment to being Islam, whatever. Even the Muslim girls basically say they want someone that acts black, man. So they want a man that's a Muslim with a hint of road in him. You know, who even calls it the road? Black people do. What is road? What is road, man? As a black man, the talk, the walk, the mannerisms. It's how black people move, man. Even if you want a road man that's, you know, Arab or whatever, or Pakistani, the mannerisms to be road is to be a black man. the slang you talk, the clothes you wear, the music you listen to, how you act, is like a black man. So even Muslim women are saying that, listen, to be a man of any sort of attraction, has to be a black man, man. Let me tell you something, black man and black woman. Let me tell you something. Everyone knows that even women know that to be a man is to be a black man. You see a white woman with a white man, and that white man acts like a black man, or the Indian man acts like a black man. Even they know to be a man, to have a manly man, is to get a black man, man. They'll tell you that, man. Even homosexuals, man, homosexuals that act like women, they don't act like any woman. They act like a black woman. Because even they know that a black woman is how a woman is supposed to be, man. Even you've never seen a crossdresser act like Becky, man. The only one's lucky, I think, what's his name? Caitlyn Jenner. That's the only trans person I've seen that don't act like a black person. But all of them is snapping their neck and snapping their fingers and, you know, acting like black women and, you know, acting all flamboyant and everything. And, yeah, girl, all that stuff. Even they know, man, that a real woman is a black woman. And even women know that a real man is a black man. You look at even women that, even posh wise, man, who's white as can be, man. Her man put cane rolls in his hair, man. They like you when they got a little swag to them. Like, some of them don't like black men, but you gotta have black mannerisms, something to attract me. Because they know that how black people act, how black men act is masculine, how black men act is attractive. They know that, man. So like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be us, but I'll be honest with you. If I wasn't black, I'd want to be black too, man. Like, sometimes people, like while it is in one breath to make out like, oh, being black's not a good thing to be, but then everything we bring to the table, they want to copy and so forth. What did he say? What did he say? He's on his deen with a bit of road.
Because every girl says they like a man with deen, meaning they dedicate to Islam, but a hint of road in them.
Yeah, man, that's them black Muslims, man. What they're saying is they're like black Muslims. That's what they're saying, man. They're saying they're like, listen, all the black Muslims that you see, like, while it is, it's the black Muslims that make Islam appear cool. Because outside of that, Islam is very unflavored and boring as could be. But what you have is there's black men in there that put a bit of their flavor on it, man. You put a bit of their flavor on it, and then, yeah, man. But listen, black man, you should be no Muslim, man. Muhammad hated niggers, and that's a religion that hates niggers, man. So we shouldn't join it. That religion is not for us, man. Obviously, we get caught up in all of these things and so forth. It goes that women said they like religion with a what? And the thing is this, believe it or not, all these women like black men, man. But black man, you're better than them, so you don't give yourself to them, man.
That's right.
You don't give yourself to them, but they all want you. It's obviously why they all want you, man. They know about you. They know about your reputation and all of those things, but don't give yourself to them. Like the certain black men that love East Indian women, and I'm like, why? I'm saying, have you not seen how much beautiful sisters there is, man? Listen, man. Before I knew the laws of God and what women I was supposed to marry, I've always said, yo, black women are the best women on the earth, man.
That's right.
Listen, I'm giving the sisters credit for today, man. My cash app is, get me, I might put my cash app in there. I might have to put my cash app in the bio, so luck, yeah. Black women are the best on the planet, man. So luck, yeah.
It's true, man. And even the sister says here, she goes, down to studs act like black men. And it's true, studs don't act like white men with suit and tie. I like black men, you see them with a tank top on and jeans hanging off their ass and hat backwards. Look at Jack from Top Boy, man. Don't act like Indian men. Don't act like Arab men. Don't act like white men. I like black men. Even they know, man, that I'm acting like a man. Imagine you're a woman acting like a man, and the only man you can think of, like, for you to be a man, you got to be a black man. That means to you, a man is a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a white man. Else would act like a white man. You feel me? Like, you're acting like somebody in your mind, then that's a man to you, man. And even black women, every nation trying to be a woman, trying to be trans, acts like a black woman. Why? Because they know, man. Even if you don't like black men, you like Indian men, you want your Indian man with black mannerisms, man. She goes a hint of road. She said a hint of bad boy, or, you know, what is that? A hint of, you know, charisma. So that hint of road, man. Everyone knows what a roadman is, man. The term roadman comes from black people. It's a Caribbean term, man. A roadman's a man that dresses a type of way, acts a type of way, and acts like a black man. And the sister said, "What?" Sister goes, "Khan, Hispanics, Chinese, and Japanese love to act like Mexicans," and that's true. For anyone that don't know, Mexicans are black people also, man. Mexicans are from the tribe of I.S.U.P.K. And when you go to California, you got Japanese people, man, Japanese gangs that look like Mexicans, shave their hair bald and tattoo their head to look just like Mexicans. Imagine that. Could you imagine that, Dungabar? Imagine you're black here, but you're just like somebody else. I couldn't. Being black, I can't see me. I can't fathom it because being black's been cool all my life. But imagine you putting in a kung fu outfit to fit in and doing what another nation does. I couldn't imagine. Imagine you being Chinese and you put down a bowl of rice, and you put in a kung fu, and you put on a white tank top, get yourself a low rider, and tattoo your head, act like a Mexican. That's just crazy, man. That's crazy. Listen, you should listen. That woman should make a man feel low. So luck, yeah. You know what I mean?
Speaking of dykes trying to look like black men, did you see Jada Pinkett's picture?
No, what happened?
Yo, she's looking like a man in the picture. You didn't see it?
Let me see what going on.
Jada Pinkett. She looks like
what?
Fat.
I'm missing out.
She looks like Fat Joe. Look at the picture. You think it's Fat Joe? I'm telling you. Look at the picture of how she looks. I swear, I thought it was Fat Joe. I'm not even lying.
Let me see. What, a new picture?
Yeah, I seen the picture. I said, yo. I said, she is the man in that relationship.
It's mad because it goes Jada Pinkett Smith being compared to Fat Joe.
See?
You ain't the only one.
You see what it is? Jada Pinkett is the man in that relationship, man. Like Will Smith is the woman in that house. Look at who would allow their woman to dress like this, man? Like who would allow their woman to dress like this, looking like a man?
Let's see if I can find it.
Say for instance, man, if she has got alopecia and she's bald and stuff, you still can look like a lady, man. This is what you do, man. You glue that skull cap to your bald head and you put the wig on it, man. That's what you do, man. You go put that wig on, man. If you're bald, no one really has to know. You go put the skull. How did they do it again? Did they glue it to the skull cap?
I think men are doing it as well. I think niggas are going bald doing it as well.
Wait. What did they glue the skull cap to? Their head.
Head top. I think so. You know, man that going bald, they glue the skull cap to their head, innit?
Well, they just glue head to shave the bald bit and glue
They shave the bald bit and glue it to their head.
See, the reason why you see every time you hear when they glue it to their head, it reminds me of that thing from Matilda, man. Remember when the hat? He glued the hat to his head. That's what it reminds me of, man. It reminds me of the scene from Matilda. So lucky.
Listen, man. It's a touchy subject for men. All men go bald, man. You can't be laughing, man.
Yeah.
It's a touchy subject. Ouch. You look like Fat Joe for real. I thought like Fat Joe.
That's what I thought as well. I thought it was Fat Joe.
That's cool. Sister saying, so lucky. I'll go for the pose though as well, man. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is this: if you're a man and you see your woman is trying to be masculine like that, it's your job to make her feminine, man. That's what you do. You make her feminine. You check her. You tell her you ain't no man. You're a woman. Let her know exactly what she is and what she's going to be, man. You check her, man. And when the demon leaves, man, she'll cry, man. When the demon leaves, she'll cry and say, I don't know what got into me. Because half the time you think you're speaking to that woman, but you're speaking directly to that demon, man.
Mm-hmm.
Half the time when you're speaking to someone, you think you're speaking to them, but you're speaking directly to the demon. Do I know what I'm talking about? Listen, man. When Christ came to that man, Christ wasn't speaking to that man. Christ was speaking to that demon. How do you know? Because Christ said, what is your name? And the demon answered and said, Legion, man. Christ wasn't speaking to the man. Christ was speaking to the demon, which was in the man. And when we're trying to speak to Jada Pinkett, you have to speak to that masculine demon that's in her, man. There's no point trying to speak to her like she's a woman. You have to speak to that demon to get it to leave, man. Or your woman's gonna be posing like this, thinking she's a man, wearing men's clothes and so forth, posing like a man. Which woman in her right mind likes to pose? Would he even pose like this and post it on the internet, man? Jada's lost the plot, so lucky.
Boy, listen, everyone's laughing at Will when really Will dodged a bullet, man. Will needs to just fix his life. Nah, I'm serious. He needs to fix his life up, find himself a new woman, man. So lucky, simple as that, man. You get me? Let me get my last video before we wrap up. About 15 minutes left. Let's see what.
World's biggest children's show is teaching your kids. We know about you. You love to get up and dance. How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans? If you're not sure what to choose, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you. Just be me.
Look at that, man. Remember Sesame Street don't go about back in the day? Once upon a time, once upon a time, when big people show was on, your parents would leave the room, man. But cartoons were safe, man. Cartoons was the safest thing. You could run your kids. Cartoons would teach you how to count, man. Cartoons would teach you your ABCs, man. Would teach you the colors, the letters of the alphabet, man. Remember Elmo? Remember man like Elmo and Big Bird? Nowadays, cartoons ain't even safe, man. You leave your kids with a TV. Listen, your son will think two dads is normal. This is Coco Melon, one of the biggest, biggest children's programs on YouTube, man. My children used to watch it and look at that, man. You leave the room for a second and make breakfast and run Coco Melon thinking everything's safe, man. Thinking I run some Coco Melon and my son will learn his ABCs and his letters of the alphabet and all them things there. And your son's seeing two man hug up, man. Thinking that's normal. And you wonder why your son thinks it's okay. You wonder why your son's confused thinking he's gay, man. Listen, black man, Hispanic man, native Indian man. 2024, we got to stop being lazy, man. Right. Once upon a time, we could have been lazy. You know what I mean? We had room to be lazy and we could trust it to the school to do stuff while we work. We could trust it to, the government to do the little thing while we're at work. But now, listen, we got to be everywhere, man. We got to be in at school, making sure our sons ain't put on our dresses. We got to watch what they're watching, man. We got to say, oh, you can't watch that. We got to start skipping. The ones don't go by. You ever skip episodes before? Your kids ever watch the episode and the Halloween episode comes on? We got to skip that. So that next week. We got to start being petty like that, man. We got it, man. Because while we're being laxy-dated, it's fine. The white man's aggressive, man. Making sure they learn this. Making sure they learn that. Making sure they learn about two, man. Making sure they learn about Christmas. They're making sure they learn this stuff, but we're like, it's fine. You set the time to be lazy, man. You got to make sure you know what them kids are learning. So luck you.
And Coco Melon's disgusting, man. I swear tons of kids watch Coco Melon. Yeah, tons of kids watch Coco Melon, and this is what he's saying. Two dads. And usually they don't include black men in nothing, but when it's something like this, they want to include a black man. Why? Listen, Jesus Christ can't be black. Shakespeare can't be black. King James can't be black. But now when you want to put two gay dads, you have to put one of them black. Like, why? Listen, man, why are you always trying to include us in these kind of things, man? Like, Coco Melon is disgusting, man. To be fair, you know what? I think my kids was raised on what's that next one, man? And the thing was a nigger in there, man. What's it called, man? That cartoon was black as could Bing. Is it Bing? Listen, man, get me. There's no gay stuff in Bing, is there?
I fucking hope that's lucky.
It comes like what? It comes like in here. We're gonna have to start making our own cartoons, man.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're in Arban because you like anime. You might have to do that one, Let me take my dig. Use like anime, so you're in Arban gonna have to do that one. So lucky.
Yeah, man. We gotta bring back Sesame Street, man. Where's Elmo, man? What other cartoons was man raised on?
Tweenies.
Come on, man. We got Tweenies, man. Teletubbies, man. These man weren't gay.
Rugrats.
Man. Come on, man. Tommy, and Angelica. We gotta bring back these, man. Cause these nowadays cartoons, man.
Listen, I'm still convinced Hey Arnold was a girl.
Nah, that's a brother, man.
Man. Hey Arnold's a girl, man.
Nah, man, it's a boy. His name's
Nah,
Arnold.
man.
His name's Arnold, for Christ's sake.
Nah, man. All right, take the name off it. You're telling me Hey Arnold don't look like a girl?
Nah, let me pull him up. Let me pull this nigga up, man.
Pull up Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold had it. There's a girl here that had a crush on Hey Arnold. Which some lesbian or some shit. 1 second.
Nah, man. Hey Arnold, yeah. I swear that's a girl, man.
I'm honest, nigga, but nah, man. Really. Dog, well, be careful what you're saying, you know. He say Hey Arnold's a girl. Be careful what you're saying, man.
Listen, he might be a boy, but I swear they made him look like a girl, man. Look, Hey Arnold don't look like a girl.
No.
What's he got on a kill?
You got no. See
Nah, man. They used to make him wear a skirt and that, man.
No, man. See the colours, yeah? He got a long shirt under the thing, it hangs out.
Nah, man. They made Hey Arnold wear a dress, man.
Nah, man. He got a long shirt here under the thing. You see his colours, yeah? His colours match what's coming out under the thing. Ain't no skirt.
Oh yeah, you might be. Nah, man. The picture.
Look at the colour, yeah? The colour's plaid, yeah? And then the thing coming under is plaid as well. So it's been a longer shirt.
That looks like a dress.
Yeah, but it's not a dress before. Oh, it's not a dress?
Would you wear it? That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't wear loads of things.
Nah, man. Look.
I wouldn't wear
what it is. Look, it looks like a dress, man. But I hear ya, it's a shirt, but it looks like a dress.
I don't know. Anyway, Hey Arnold was a brother.
You know who was a brother? Gerald. Remember Gerald?
What, on Hey Arnold?
Was that the one with the afro?
Brother, Hey Arnold so long ago. I can't remember the thingy, man. The cat.
Remember Gerald's the black woman and he had the high afro?
Yeah, high to afro. Oh, okay. I remember him. Remember the
I think it was Hey Arnold, you know.
But listen, Hey Arnold was back in the day. I remember I used to finish school at 3:30. Shoot back home with all these cartoons on, you get me? Nah, man.
Oh, this shows how old we are. Cause Hey Arnold's probably older than us.
You watch Arthur and that?
Yeah, Arthur was alright, you know.
And Dog and them things. There's some good cartoons growing up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, listen, man, these kids ain't got the luxury that we had, man.
Nah,
you get two dads. Imagine, what you said. You never see a black family, you never see a black man and a woman. But when it comes to fuckery, you see a black man and a listen, man. But yeah, as I said, the Bible says, man, teach your children diligently. You know what I mean? As you walk in the way with them, you know, as you lie down, as you get up, you gotta teach them, because if you don't, someone else will teach them, man. And one day you got to explain to your son why there's two men here. You know what I mean? And when your son's of age, it's hard to unbrainwash him, man. When a man's been raised a certain way for a long time, it's hard to unbrainwash him. Right. Just like how it was hard to unbrainwash you about Christmas and hard to unbrainwash you about your birthday. Some of you say, you know what? I hear what you're saying, birthdays are wrong, but I'm still doing it. That's how brainwashed you are, man. And likewise, man, we got to teach our kids from now, so we don't have to unbrainwash them. They'll grow up knowing it's wrong, knowing it's disgusting, man. Knowing that two men shouldn't be raising a kid, disgusting, man. Listen, if God wanted two men to raise a kid, He'll make it that two men can breed, man. But God don't want two men raising a kid, man. Listen, you lot are confused and sick and disgusting, and you know, be sick and disgusting by yourself, man. Why you want to ruin the kids for, man?
Right.
Why would you ruin these poor kids? If you got dirty, disgusting feelings for a next man, and looking at a next man turns you on, that's disgusting as it is. Why you want to make it normal for children, man? That's like giving children to pedophiles, man. And people you wouldn't give a child to someone with mental issues. In fact, when you adopt a child, they do a background check on you, man, and there's certain things you can't have, man, like criminal records, mental health. And likewise, if you're a sexual deviant like that, you got mental health, man. And children shouldn't be given into your care, man. You're already sick sleeping with a man. So what's to say that one day you want to take your sickness to a next level, man, and go for the child? What's to say? You don't really have no morals, man. I can't really hold you to any standard. But yo, anyway, man, I don't know, Dunga Bob, man.
They're teaching a child, like, those disgusting decisions, leave that to an adult to make, man. Not an innocent child that's watching a cartoon. You're putting these things in a cartoon, man. It's a cartoon for kids. Kids shouldn't even be thinking about relationships at that age, man. Kids is there to watch a cartoon. They're there to watch cartoons, man. They're not there to see two men dancing around saying fall in love with whoever you want. You're programming the kids, man. And this is the thing. Imagine half the time, yeah, they be trying to ban half the stuff that we be saying, man. They ban us on TikTok, but then they will let that be on TikTok, man. That right there is you trying to groom the kids. Allow these kids to grow up, man. What you're doing right there is that's a conversation for adults. That shouldn't be in the kids' cartoon. Imagine my kids come to me and say, Dad, this says it's okay for two. No, man. You're grooming the kids. And this is why we need to fall away from these people, man. We're definitely gonna have to start making our own cartoons. And then they're gonna be righteous cartoons, man. Because you leave it to the world. This is what you're gonna get in the cartoons. A black man dancing around, claiming that the two fathers. Hold on. When was claiming that those two fathers? Did they have a child there, saying it was their child?
Yeah, it's like it was like parents teaching their kid about life. It was two man teaching the boy pit, the girl pit, little boy pit.
What color was he? Mixed race as well. So luck, yeah.
I couldn't tell. It's a dog bar. He's not offspring of them. They didn't make it. Listen, black and white makes mixed race here, but black and white men don't make mixed race.
Exactly. Listen, man. This world, man, is finished, man. So luck, yeah.
So luck, yeah. Let me get one video. Let me get one video. We wrap up. So luck, yeah.
Allison mean anything to you?
Sam Allison?
No. Not SmackDown? Yeah, first black referee after 15 years.
Today, Sam Allison becomes the second ever black referee in the Premier League when he takes charge of Sheffield United against Luton Town.
Why does it matter? If it's black, green, whatever, as long as he's bloody good.
It shouldn't be like shocking, as in it should be the normal already.
The league's first black referee was Uriah Rennie from 1997 to 2008. Ian Wright was one of the stars of the league.
So the conveyor belt of people coming through, it has to be made a lot easier for them. It has to be made easier for them to get there. I'm not saying easier for them to be referees. You know, Asian and black referees are out there. We need to find out where the blockage is.
A spokesperson for the FA told us that recruitment, retention and development of referees from all backgrounds is fundamental to our new strategy, and we want to ensure that everyone can feel valued and supported at all levels of the game.
Wow. I thought black people come a long way, and black people achieve so much, and we went from racism, and now we're all equal, and now white people used to be racist, but now times have changed. For 15 years, and there hasn't been a black referee. I didn't even notice. Like, I was so used to black people not being refs and white people being refs. I've seen Italian refs, Russian refs, famous ones as well. I didn't even notice that. Listen, there hasn't been a black referee in 15 years, man, and there's only one prior to him. That is crazy. So black man, Hispanic man, have we really come that far? I don't think we have. Imagine 60 years ago, a black man drove the first bus in England. And 60 years later, a black man's the first referee. Fucking hell. I thought we had 10 referees by now, 1,000 by now. We're still being the first in 2024. Still, the whole first black bus driver, first black this, first black that. I thought that was a thing of the past. I thought, we're all inclusive now. We've done that. We're just being the first ref now. That's crazy. We ain't really come that far, so luck, yeah.
And being black, he's going to have more room for error, man. Whatever he does, they're going to blame his color. He makes one terrible decision, they're going to blame his color. But this is why, like Commanding General YAHANNA always says, why don't we just set up our own league, man, where everyone can be black? The footballers, the referees, the everybody else that's involved, the board, the chairman. Why don't we just set up our own league, man, and leave their league alone? And guess what will happen? Everyone will want to watch our league, because whenever you watch boxing and kickboxing and football, and really you're there for the black players, man. I've never known a black man stay up to watch. I've never known any man stay up to watch two white fighters have a boxing match. I don't remember anyone staying up to watch two white fighters have a boxing match. Listen, man, people used to stay up and paid for Mike Tyson's fights, man. People used to stay up for all of those things. If we just set up our own things, man, it makes more sense, where everybody could be black.
No, you're right, whenever two white people are fighting, I just wait for the results in the morning.
That's it.
I'll type it in and see who
Mhm.
won, man. I'll see it in the news tomorrow. I've seen Conor McGregor fights, and I was waiting in the morning, man. You never catch me going to work tired in the morning for no white fights. Forget that. That was Tyson's fighting. So lucky. I remember my uncles, everyone would stay awake late to watch black fighters fight because we're the only people worth watching, man. We're the only people entertaining, man. You don't want to care about no one else. But that's a shame, man. I can't believe that there's two black referees, man, all this time. So lucky after we come here damn near before everybody else, man. That's terrible, man. Damn. Let me suck it on. We'll get one more. Let me wrap up. So lucky.
Yeah,
We've got 2 minutes left, man. It's mad. I saw this recently, and it kind of hurt me. I thought, right, imagine now why black people love England, yeah, especially the old generation. They love England. They call it the motherland and everything. Fought for England, and joined the church. And England treats us like shit, man. And all the other countries who England loves to look after them, give them free this and free housing and free this, they hate England, man. They claim asylum, sneak on the back of lorries, and England house them and treat them good. And these people were trying to leave England during Christmas. Watch this video.
Leave England to go back to their home during the holiday season, and they were stopped by border force at the airport. These self-proclaimed asylum seekers left their horrific conditions to just go back and say hello to their family. Just take a look at the head of the border force in the UK.
A lot of people who, for example, have claimed asylum in this country and are heading back to their home country for holidays, which obviously isn't allowed.
You call yourself an asylum seeker, and then you voluntarily try to go back to your own country, only to then return back to the UK once the holiday's over. Europe, wake up.
Fuck it up. So imagine black people love the country. Black people come over here, spend a hard-earned money to come to England, man. Send for somebody else. These asylum seekers seek asylum, they seek safety. And England feels so sorry for them to bring them over free of charge. Remember, we had to go send for our family members, They come, England make them come as a family, pays for the flight and everything. They live in quote unquote terrible conditions. They can't go home. They get killed. The government's crooked. They'll get killed out there. And for Christmas, they wanted to go home. They wanted to go back to these so-called terrible conditions that they're running from to go home to see their family and come back. These countries use England, man, and hate England. Meanwhile, black people love England with all their heart, man. Do you know black Caribbean? This is a fact. Black people from the Caribbean that fought in World War I and World War II was volunteers, man. They weren't drafted. No one put a gun to their head. A black man loved England so much. He goes, you know what? I'm going to go risk my life, man. I'm going to go risk my life and apply for the army. You know, India is the biggest colony that England had, the biggest country that England had, man. And more black people from the Caribbean fought in World War I and II than more than India. Look it up. Why? Because we loved England. We loved our president, man. We loved his God and we fought in his army and loved him. And they treat us like garbage, man. Meanwhile, everyone else is using England. Look at them. They're using England, man, just for the housing, just for the money. They claim that their country's so bad, but for Christmas, they want to go say hi to their mom. Want to go say hi to their grandma. That is not asylum. Someone seeking asylum is someone seeking safety, man. Your country can't be that bad if you want to nip home for a bit. And guess what? How the fuck? So excuse me. If you're an asylum seeker, if you're an asylum seeker, how are you making your money, man? Who's paying for these flights to go home, man? That's taxpayers' money, man. But anyway, that's what I had to say, man. So okay, if you want to bring it out for wrap up.
Imagine the one that risked their life for Christmas, man. These asylum seekers is what should have happened is if England was smart, would they let them go, not let them come back, man? They tried to stop them. Imagine they stop these people from leaving the country, but when we don't want to leave the country, they deport us. It's not fair, man. Listen, we don't want to leave the country and they still throw us out. And these people want to leave the country and you don't let them, which shows how much they hate us. So lucky.
And they say that we're a burden. We're a burden on taxpayers. How are we? When we came from the 60s, from the Windrush, we was working, man. We built the roads and built the NHS. If anyone's a strain in the country, these asylum seekers, man, they don't work. Who's paying for their food? Taxpayers are. Who's paying for their housing? Taxpayers are. Who's clothing them? Taxpayers are. If anyone's a strain in society, it's them. You know, exactly like they should have sent them home, man. You know, Mr. Luck, yeah. Black people want to stay and they hold us. No, black people want to stay and they kick us out. These don't want to go and you keep them in.
Exactly.
Why? I don't know.
I guess we should try and leave. They might make us stay. But then again, being black, don't try that. They'll definitely make you leave. So lucky. Don't even try that. But yo, everybody else, they want to leave, they keep them. We want to stay, they get rid of us. It shows how much They really hate us. Lucky.
But yo, that's on the ends. We'll be here again. So lucky next week, 9 to 11. Big up to everyone. Like, share, subscribe, and loads of content. We got school at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. We got a base in London, base in Manchester, Gloucester, you know what I mean, all over the UK. You can hit us up with all I.S.U.P.K UK social media, man. You know what I mean? And contact school at 079 607 46784. And with that, I say shalom.
This video taken by the I.S.U.P.K is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group's offensive.
Niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sippin' that pool, wow, got you laced up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on a nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it down nuts, yeah, I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes. But I ain't even pressed, I see why you going on. My nigga, you dead wrong, bust a netball, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. Black and white land, shit is crazy.
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get the walking under cause she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleash it to the G. Who is he, that nigga from SC? Get your level straight before you approach a G. Sion TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Trying to shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the bow, blang, blow.
But even 30 years later,